Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome into another Union Arena market breakdown. Haven't done one of these in a little while, but there's definitely been some changes in the market, and with some crazy sets coming up, definitely wanted to start doing these more often, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and dive right into it. So yeah, if you don't know, with these market set breakdowns, what I essentially try to look at here is just keeping an eye on the most expensive SRs, seeing maybe how the newest promos are going in price, as well as the newest signatures. And yeah, really just taking a look at the market, keeping an eye on it to see if any prices are going up or down, or to sort of get a guess as to where the market's going to go with certain cards and future sets. But yeah, diving into the base SRs here, as you can see, we have our new most expensive base SR base card in Union Arena, the red Kenshin SR. Yeah, this card's crazy. Going for $25, it was actually selling for upwards of like $32 around release. But you know, with regionals going on, with rare battles around the corner, and just with how good the deck is, I imagine it's not going to be going any lower than $25 anytime soon. Now, supply and demand is a thing, and there's definitely a lot of listings, as well as quite a few sources that have a ton of the card. So, you know, supply is definitely out there. As long as people are buying, you know, demand's going to stay up there as well. And yeah, I have a feeling as long as they stay around 25, they're going to keep selling at least until regionals are over, honestly, if they're ever going to go down in price. I wouldn't be surprised if they sort of do pull a Gawain or Asuna here and sort of stay at this price. Something to keep an eye on or mention for Gawain and Asuna, cards like these two, and even Lancelot, one of the reasons that they'll probably never really go down in price too much. On top of them, again, being the best cards, the necessary cards that you need like 4 of for the decks. One of the reasons that the prices are probably going to stay how they are is because they're actually not getting alternate arts often in like the rare battles and stuff. So, for example, the yellow Tanjiro or the blue Yuji here, Edward Elric, for example, I feel like these prices are always going to stay somewhat low or even continue to go down, just because the ones that are going to be really sought after are going to be the alternate arts that you can just get from rare battles, right? The winners, or just the other alternate art versions for top 4. So I feel like that's going to affect the prices of those cards, whereas like if you take a look at Gawain here, the promotional card that you can get, the rare battle card, is actually the CC red winner card. So, or actually it was the purple, right now it's this one, but then before that it was actually this purple Luch. So what I'm getting at here is it definitely looks like the rare battle cards having an alternate art, it definitely affects these prices. So something to keep an eye on, and we'll see if that happens with Kenshin as well. I don't think we have the rare battle cards right now for Kenshin, but it's, I think based off the champion cards, because it's this card, and that's kind of how they are. The rare battle cards are the gold champion cards, if you don't know. I believe it's this Kenshin. So once these rare battle cards come out, I believe that'll definitely drop this price quite a little bit if there's going to be anything that really hurts it. Anyways, so that's just something to keep in mind with these SRs here is, yeah, since they're never going to have rare battle like exclusive alt arts or anything like that, I feel like these are going to be pretty higher priced cards for SRs. And yeah, again, so it's just crazy to think about, like with this Kenshin card here, it's definitely the most expensive deck, I feel like, in Union Arena. If you're going to just from no cards at all, get 4 of him, that's $100 right there. You're gonna need like 4 of this Karu, maybe 3 or 4, so that's like $40 right there, overestimating a little. Plus the starter decks, which gives like 25 for the 2, because you're gonna need all those cards. And then also there's the little bits of playset cards, which hopefully at that point you don't have to pay money for. You can just get from somebody, somewhere or somebody. Regardless, yeah, at that point it puts you at like what, $165 for the deck or something. Pretty crazy. So yeah, if you guys can't tell, red Kenshin, definitely one of the best decks just based off the prices alone. And then on top of that, we've got our other SRs that are definitely keeping a pretty solid price here. The Roy Mustang and the Riza Hawkeye is also going for a solid over $10 a piece. If you didn't know, regional winner, the first ever regional winner deck, and definitely one of the best ones. I think is going to stay like that for a while. Yellow Nezuko, I think people are keeping an eye on, like Demon Slayer and maybe even One Punch Man. I think these cards have kind of held their value, but again, some of the best SRs that don't have alternate arts, and I wouldn't be surprised if cards like these that don't have Volume 2s out right now, once we get them, are going to definitely go up in price, like the Nezuko, for example, like almost guarantee will. Blizzard as well, once we do get a One Punch Man Volume 2 eventually, but this will be in December, Demon Slayer. So keep that in mind with Volume 2s coming up. Always good time to pick up the cards or when they're at their lowest. And I don't think these are ever going to drop too much lower than what they're at right now. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. Surprisingly, Mikasa from the Attack on Titan set going for almost $10. Honestly, pretty cool to see. I didn't think any of the Attack on Titan cards were going to be anywhere over like the $5 SR threshold. So glad people are seeing the value in her. I mean, she's an SR who when played just straight up removes a 3,500 most of the time. And with the Armin, you can get that up a little bit. So up to a 45. So a good card for sure. Astas, again, Kind of would probably be more if there wasn't a rare battle altar, because it is a really good card and a really good deck. And then, yeah, on top of that, just all the other SRs, as you can see, sort of just hovering around like the $5 price range. So all around, Union Arena still looking like a very, very, very easy and cheap game to get into if you guys are trying to build any decks and pick up SRs off of TCG Player. Also, I should mention, these prices are just based off of TCG Player. Just the market price overall, generally. You might find different prices on eBay and stuff like that, but for the most part, this is what I like to go off of, and I think a lot of people do too, because you can look at like recent sales and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's going to be the base SRs. As you can see here, we've also got the promotional cards here, which is going to be like the rare battles, the champion cards, the Bandai Fest exclusive cards and stuff like that. We've got a brand new action point, solo leveling action point from I'm not sure where this was from, one of the Bandai Fests or something, one of the card fests. It might have been out in, what's it called? I feel like this is from Vegas, which is coming up. I could be wrong. But either way, one of the exclusive APs that you can only get from going to one of like the conventions for UA or an event hosting UA. The most expensive rare battle cards, obviously the winners. We've got the Rukia. The Tanjiro, actually, really interestingly, is going up in price. It was hovering around like $30 or so, and now the winner is going up to like $50 with some sales as well. Some recent sales upwards of $90. I don't know if this is gonna stick, you know. I mean, these are apparently sales that they've made on TCG Player. So, Winner Tanjiro going up in price apparently. Definitely, I actually won one of the winner cards. Never thought it was gonna be going over like $40. So, pretty cool to see if there's again if there's gonna be any cards in Union Arena that kind of have a price that sticks and maybe even goes up eventually, especially when future sets come out. It's gonna be these rare battle cards, especially the winner ones, where they're really, really exclusive and there's not a lot of them out there. The Rukia as well. This one's really cool because it's like the alternate art that you can only get in the signature. Love when they do that, like the Sukuna as well. So yeah, pretty cool to see. The rare battle cards are definitely, you know, keeping their value, going up a little bit. I have a feeling this is because of like the movie hype as well as Demon Slayer Volume 2 coming out soon. So yeah, once Volume 2 does hit like in December, I'm curious if this is gonna go up even more or if it's even gonna go down a little bit because maybe people realize they don't really need the card too much. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at Demon Slayer too much. I imagine this deck is only gonna get better. I feel like it's still a little bit playable. It's still pretty good. Not a bad deck at all. And as you can see, most of these are the winner cards here, minus like the Bandai Fest exclusive cards. Oh, and we also got some prices for the regional cards here. I believe one of these actually sold, which is why it's up here. Yeah, what are these? The Union Arena promotional cards, regional action points. There's different tiers to these, and I don't know if there's any info to fully know, but I'm assuming this is like the top 32 holo, because I know there's just like a non-holo for going and participating, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's that one. I could be wrong. Let me know, because I have no idea. Maybe if you actually dig deeper based off of like one of these IDs here. Regardless, selling for like around $40, pretty cool to see. And if you skip to the end here, you can actually see listed cards that haven't had any sales yet or anything like that, or if there are any listings. So for example, you can go and buy Robbie cards right now, the gold champion cards for around 2K, 3,000 with this guy, but there just hasn't been any sales yet, so it's hard to say what the actual value is on those cards. No other gold cards really uploaded, and not surprising if you don't know, a lot of the people who are going to the regionals and getting to pick cards, if they're getting the option to, which I think they're always getting to pick any of the gold cards, they're picking the Robbies most of the time, because yeah, Nikkei, it's gonna be the money set. It is. And then let's see here. Yeah, so that is the gold cards, the champion cards and stuff like that. The Gon winner card was going up in value. I thought it was going up a little more than this, but I think this card used to sell for like $5 to $10. So it's going up, no doubt, just because of a Hunter Volume 2. But again, I doubt it's ever going to peak any more than like this. And again, keep an eye on like the posted price versus the market price. Very different values here. But $12.98 means you can go buy it for $12.98. So I would definitely keep that in mind more for sure. And then some other cards that you might just see go up in value, even if it's just a little bit over time, are going to be like these Expo exclusive cards from Anime Expo, or like the Anime New York exclusive UG, stuff like that, Comic-Con, Ichigo. And then looking at the base Tanjiro as well, it looks like people are already starting to list this one too, which, again, not surprising if the winner's going to go up in value and, you know, the supply from is going to go down. Not going to be surprised if the base cards do as well. Now, just keep an eye, though, on what you're buying, because there might only be a few of these listings right now, but if you look at the sales, there were literally some this month for as low as $10. So Maybe this is just the start of the Tanjiros going up, and we'll see where this is sitting in December once Volume 2 is actually out and people are really looking for those cards. Again, the earlier you hop on these, the better, no question. Same with like Attack on Titan. This is only a $5 card now, but maybe when Volume 2 drops, it's going to go up quite a little bit. Again, I don't really look at the future sets too much, so I can't tell you right this second, but it'll be really cool to see when it does. And if it's already like the main best card in that deck, you can almost guarantee when Volume 2 comes out, it's probably only going to get better, right? You would hope. The best deck in the set. And then, yeah, after that, we've pretty much just got the signature cards here. And if you haven't seen, it looks like the Levi card is actually now one of the highest valued signature cards. Really dope to see. Glad he's getting the respect. With quite a few sales for like over $500. I would say most of the time the 3-star signatures generally hover around like $300. The Asuna still our most expensive 3-star card. Only 2 sales still for about $900, but yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to let it go for any less right now. So yeah, really cool to see, really cool to see. This one makes sense too, because it's like, I mean, this one has the Aaron as well, so there is like the pair, but this truly is the pair, Asuna and Kirito, 2 3-star signatures. So it's funny that like this one's going for like $300, but then this one's going for almost $900. The set essentially $1,200 if you want the both of them. But yeah, overall signatures just kind of doing what they normally do. The newest signatures, we've got a Killua selling for looking like around $250, almost $300 there. What else is new? What else is new? The serial cards are usually the non-serialized cards. That's another thing. We still haven't nailed the exact value of serial cards in Union Arena yet. Because if you go, again, back to the back here, you can see listings. Oh, we have the Kenshin card. People trying to sell it for around $800, but not a single sale yet. So we'll see if that starts to drop. Again, if we go to eBay and stuff, I'm sure we can find potentially some sales for some of these cards. But yeah, the serial cards are going to be really interesting. UG serialized cards, there's 2, but I'm assuming one of them's not the number 40. But this is what this listing is for, is number 40 out of 100, I think, right? Oh, no, sorry, no, this is just UG Itadori 40. This is the serialized number card. Right, I see. Regardless, no sales. We have no sales on it. So we don't know what the serial cards are really priced at, the numbered ones. I'm sure it'll depend on the number you pull for the seller, right? Who wants that number or whatever. But yeah, definitely still waiting on serial cards to sell, man. I just don't think anyone's trying to drop 2K or even 1,000 on a Union Arena card. It's crazy. It's crazy. Even the 3-star Asuna, one of the most sought after big chases, I guess, whatever, one of the biggest pools people are spending money on, not even hitting 1,000. So yeah, I guess I wonder if the serial cards will ever drop under 1,000 and actually start to get sales. Let's see, Karu going for almost 300, the 2-star Kenshin going for about 250. But yeah, I think that's what you can almost expect with your signatures and serialized cards that are, or not serialized, 3-star cards that are not serialized. You can kind of expect them to sell for about $300 to $200, $150 on the lower end. And then if you're really unlucky, dive through these a little bit here, you might pull a signature that goes for under $50. It's crazy. Ugram going for about $40 right now. The 2-star non-signature, non-serialized cards, which are just a bad idea, man. These are bad case hits, dude. Yeah, not really going for too much. The Gato's going for like $30 right now. Again, from a collector's perspective, dude, from a collector's perspective, this is really cool. If you have the money to blow and you're a big Sukuna fan, you're a big Tengen fan, dude, these are really clean cards to pick up for the prices they're selling at. This one, are there listings for 30 for this one? Oh, okay, people are trying to get a little more than just 30 for these, and I respect that. I wouldn't just take the quick $30 for my case hit 2-star, no matter who it is. I don't think I would. But yeah, the cheapest signature on the market right now looks like it's going to be the Ugram. There's definitely some that are, you know, lower priced in the 60s, which is pretty crazy. The Asuna, Asta, the Toshiro card is going for about 80. Again, they're kind of like in random spots right now. It says $80 market value, but you can buy them for $60, so. Looks like the Genos, I got him for 75 during One Punch Man. Now he's going down to like 55, 60. Maybe once we get Volume 2, he'll go up a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, some signatures and definitely the 2-stars with no signature or anything are not selling for what people would probably hope, I'm sure. The most expensive alts look like they are the Code Geass alts here, Colleen and Nonali. And the Kenshin alts, dude, I'm surprised some of them are going for a little more. They are so clean. This one's going for 43. Are people actually trying to get that? That's crazy. I guess this is a pretty good alt to pull right now. One of the most expensive, rare alternate arts right here. I don't know why the market's 26. I'm assuming the market's based off of, like, sales. Kinda, yeah. It's like a balance because some have been selling for 45. That's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, you can definitely, depending on the deck you're building, alt it out for very, very cheap. Or you can spend a pretty penny and make your deck look insane, but it's going to cost you a bit. So yeah, some alts selling for pretty solid prices. Again, I still just think for the value of what you're probably pulling, the potential 1-hits, they really just need to make every box a 2-hit, I think. I think that'd be so sick. At least 2 alternate arts in every box, dude. I think that'd be so nice, man. Because, like, bro, it just suck opening a lot of boxes and pulling your 1-hit is the $2 Rolo that you don't care about, but then you also look it up and it's $2. It'd be nice to at least get a second alt with it, I feel like. But yeah, that is pretty much the Union Arena market right now. We're going to have to keep an eye on Kenshin and see where that goes. Keep an eye on Demon Slayer because that Volume 2 is around the corner, and a lot of other sets as well. We don't know when we're going to be getting a One Punch Man Volume 2 announced, or even a Black Clover Volume 2, or a JJK Volume 3. I feel like we'll see that before Black Clover just because of anime airing timelines. But yeah, pretty cool to see. The values are up there. It's cool to see that if you're pulling the right stuff and you're trying to collect cards that hold value, there definitely are some options here, I think. And if you're also trying to get into the game, get some really cheap alt arts that you love, that you might even put into your decks, there's tons of options, as well as just base play sets that I think at the end of the day, this will be something we can always depend on with this game, is there's always going to be really cheap decks that you can build, really affordable decks. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you getting this far. Just remember, if there's any Volume 2s coming out around the corner of sets that you want to invest in, it's usually not a bad idea, especially with like the rare battle cards and stuff, because you never know what these prices are going to do. Especially, I don't know, this Tanjiro's got me curious. I'm curious where this is going right now. But yeah, anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.